So I hope you all are having a good week. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amie Hornaman. I am the Fixxr of thyroid problems. So today we are talking about sometimes it's just not your thyroid or your thyroid medication. So what do I mean by that? I want to review some texts, some messages, some emails that I get from current patients that this is a trend. So this is why we're going to talk about it. So this is going to be a game changer for you, and you can probably hear the excitement in my voice. The latest introduction, the latest member of the family to the Fixxr line is Metabolism Fixxr. And this, oh my God, I formulated this just for all my people out there that need to lose weight, that need help in the weight loss department, that can't lose weight no matter what they do, that feel like they have a slow metabolism, and that might be thinking of trying all those peptides out there, you know, the Beverly Hills soccer mom drug of choice for weight loss peptides. Or even if you're on them already and you're like, man, these are really expensive and I'm still not losing weight, add in Metabolism Fixxr. Here's what I did. I took the power of T2, which increases your basal metabolic rate while you are sitting there watching Netflix. You're burning fat while you're watching Netflix. I combined it with a very unique patented ingredient called Suppressa. Suppressa has multiple clinical trials backing its efficacy in reducing your appetite, decreasing snacking, and providing way more control over your food intake. It is amazing. We also see improved emotional well-being, just decreased food cravings all around, reduced hunger, and weight management. Add on top of that, we have green tea extract, we have purple forest purple tea extract, both of which affect the metabolism in a very positive way without the jitters of normal fat burning supplements out there from the 1980s and 90s, right? The ones that made you feel like you're having a heart attack. You will not have that in any of my supplements, Thyroid Fixxr or Metabolism Fixxr. But Metabolism Fixxr, ooh, yeah, we kicked it up a notch. It is in powder form, so you can drink it through your day. It's going to flavor your water. We got orange crush and refreshing citrus. I love them both. It is going to keep you under control all day long. So you throw a couple scoops in your water bottle in the morning, throw a scoop or two in your water bottle throughout the day. You will have fat burning and appetite control the entire day for what? An eighth of a price of the peptides? Oh my God, you can't go wrong. So grab some Metabolism Fixxr today. Please let me know how you do on it. I am super excited for you. Super excited. I will get a text message that says, you know what, I'm still not feeling good. My energy's still low. I stopped losing weight. I feel all brain foggy. I'm just sluggish. And sometimes it takes some going back and forth. Sometimes it takes some new labs to see where the numbers are. But when we look at them and everything looks great, all the numbers are optimal, and we are looking at you as a real person. So for those of you who have been listening to me for a while, you know that I look at your symptoms as well. We have to pair that up because you are more than a lab value. But let's say all of your labs are normal, and then you and I are talking and your symptoms they're just not right. They're not pairing up with improvement. Well, we have to look at that big picture and say, is it something other than your thyroid medication? Is it something other than your thyroid? Because believe me, since the thyroid is the master, that's my focus, that's my specialty, it plays a huge role. Of course, we have to rule that out in almost every situation that we're looking at. But we also have to step back and say there are other factors. So we have to be honest with ourselves. And you have to be honest with me. And we have to sit down together and say, let's think of other things that could be going on. So, of course, during this time, we have an increased level of stress. We've talked about that together. You've heard me talk about how stress affects cortisol levels and can affect the thyroid. So, there's always that possibility that maybe things in your life are decreasing your energy. Maybe you're just not getting enough sleep. Maybe stress plus lack of sleep is just building up and sucking the life out of you. That could be one component. Number two, maybe we need to test your cortisol levels. Maybe we need to do a 4-point salivary cortisol panel on you to see if your cortisol is falling into that high in the morning and then going down through the day and low in the evening range. That's going to play a role in T4 to T3 conversion, if your medication is working properly or not. Even though your labs look all pretty, we have to know what your cortisol level is doing. That's going to tell us about your adrenal glands and about your stress level. And are you managing stress? Is there something else getting in the way? Did you maybe go through a really horrific time and blow out your adrenals a while ago, and those just haven't quite recovered yet? Those need a little bit more love and nurturing now that we have your thyroid optimized. Normally we do it at the same time, but sometimes these things take time to figure out. Not everybody wants to shell out money for a 4-point salivary cortisol panel in the beginning, and I respect that. So sometimes we put that on the back burner, and then we have to address it at a later time. What about your vitamin D? Are you taking that every day? Because if you're not, that's going to plummet. And that's going to play a huge, huge role in your energy levels. What about your iron panel? Have you had a full iron panel done where we check your ferritin levels? That's going to play a role. If you are anemic, if your B12 is low, and by low, I mean not optimal. I mean under 700. So 700 and above for B12 is optimal. So if that's below 700, that's going to impact your energy as well. So will being anemic. So will being B12 anemic. We have to check your folate. We have to check your homocysteine levels. All of that, those play a role. Let's talk about your cycles, ladies. Are your cycles normal? Are you on your period? Are you completely irregular to where your hormones are fluctuating at such a crazy rapid pace that we don't even know where you are in your cycle? It could be that's affecting your energy and your mood. Do you have heavy cycles? That's going to affect your iron. So now we're coming back to the iron piece of the puzzle. If you are having heavy cycles, that could be indicative of PCOS. It could be indicative of anemia. You might have PMDD. You might have PMS, just PCOS, all of these things that we have to take into account. See how it might not be the thyroid medication, right? We're still coming back around to that. Okay, back to energy. What if your energy is still low? You're telling me, oh, I'm still dragging through the day. Could it be that you're not getting enough food in? Could it be that you're low in calories? Could you not be getting enough protein in? Could you not be getting enough fat in? Are you over-exercising? Are you over-exercising for the average person, not just for you? So if I ask you, are you over-exercising, and you tell me no, but yet you're working out 2 hours a day, that could be a little bit much for your body. So are you fueling your body to sustain it through that exercise, or are you completely depleting yourself on a day-to-day basis and hoping that taking thyroid medication is going to cover it? No, all pieces of the puzzle have to work together in order to get you better. So we cannot just, although optimizing the thyroid is important. It's very, very, very important. And it's my job. But my job also is to ask you, if you're not getting better, what else could it be? Because part of functional medicine is looking at you as a whole person. We have to look at all of those different components that make up you, all of those different components that give you energy, that give you a metabolism, that help you to lose weight, that improve your mood. So don't get stuck in the thyroid medication rabbit hole. That's a big component, and I don't dismiss it, but I think it is time that we start talking about other things too, like your diet, like your protein levels, like your fat. Are you eating a lot of processed foods that can be causing inflammation? Are you inflaming your brain? Are you stressed out and you don't really even realize the level of stress that's on you, that is dragging you down, that's affecting your sleep? Are you drinking more alcohol? That's going to affect your sleep. That's going to keep you from getting into a deep sleep? Are you watching your phone and your computer until late at night and not wearing blue light blocking glasses? That's going to decrease melatonin. That's going to impact serotonin. That's going to impact dopamine, which is the calming neurotransmitter. So maybe you're feeling a little bit more anxious and agitated. That could be not enough sleep, not enough dopamine production. There's so many things that tie into it. So I really want you to be honest with yourself. And if you are feeling a little bit like, things just aren't working, maybe it's my thyroid med, maybe it is. But if you're working with someone that's a professional that specializes in it, and we're looking at your labs and all the labs are perfect and they're optimal, and you and your practitioner feel like you are on the right track and you're on the right dose, then it is time to step back and look at all those other factors. So sleep, food intake, enough calories, enough protein, fat, satiating fat, good fats, a focus on good fats, low processed foods, get rid of the inflammatory foods, make sure you're not spiking your insulin, maybe check your cortisol levels, check your stress levels. What are you doing for your stress levels? Are you meditating? Are you doing yoga? Are you taking melatonin? Are you getting a good night's sleep? Maybe wear your little Fitbit to see if you're restless or not. What's your iron? Are you taking your vitamin D every day? What's your methylmalonic acid and your B12 level? Did you get your iron panel done with ferritin? Maybe we need to check your hormones, estrogen, progesterone, free and total testosterone, DHEA. Think about all those other factors so you're not quick to blame it on your thyroid medication when your labs are optimal and it looks like you're going in the right direction. Check all of the boxes before you rely on just changing medication. Check all of the boxes first so that everything can work in beautiful conjunction together. All right, I hope this helps. Just give you something to chew on and think about and kind of assess in your own life. Because listen, these are all things that we need to think about anyways. We can't just blindly take a pill and move down the road. We have to touch on everything. We have to fix everything. We have to address every piece of the puzzle in order for you to be optimal and to truly get your life back and to live the best life possible. Thanks for listening to the Thyroid Fix podcast. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button so you get updated on every single episode that comes out. Go to my website at amiehornaman.com and feel free to follow me on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.